You already saw the title, so let's get right into it. Here are 14 ways to make your room more aesthetic, and also this is like my mini room tour. Tip 1 is to collect what I call pretty trash. So on my corkboard by my desk, I have like soda can tabs that I saved. I have a label from a cider can that I tore off and put up there. I thought it looked really cool. I have the packaging from one of my favorite teas up there. Ticket stubs. Actually, I think I have a fortune from a fortune cookie up there. And you know when you go to a coffee shop and you get a hot drink and they put that thing over the drink so you don't burn your hands? Whatever that's called, I have one of those up there too because I thought it was really cute. I'm also collecting these really cute drink cans. I'm saving them for a craft. I just haven't figured out how to use them yet. My plan is to cut off the top and make it so it can hold coins or pencils or makeup brushes, something like that. But I also keep drink cans that I just like to display. I have this royal milk tea that I'm displaying on my wall. I just really like it. Tip 2 is collage walls. And you can have more than one of these, but you can use anything to put on these collage walls. Just some ideas: magazine cutouts, photos, maps, postcards, quotes, envelopes, stickers. You can really use anything as long as you can get it up on the wall. Tip 3 is to use any items that are sentimental to you or are passed down in your family. So my grandpa's sister passed. I got to take one of her vases. So I use that in my room. It holds my incense. So this is my favorite deck of cards and the first deck of cards I ever got. I love these cards so much, but I lost a few and I didn't want to throw them away and I couldn't use them. So I thought I could display them around my room. I also displayed this Lana Del Rey poster from my first record I ever got, my first vinyl. And I actually made a Lana Del Rey poster for school, so I displayed that. And I made this really cute strawberry like trinket bowl. I'm really proud of this. It holds all my jewelry. And that kind of leads me into tip 4, which is to make things for your bedroom. Actually, making things for your room will make your room look unique and more like you, less like an IKEA showroom. If you want your bedroom to look like an IKEA showroom, that's completely fine. But this is probably not the video for you. Some things I made for my room is this paper chain that counts down until summer. I made flower garlands and also this flower poster over here. Also made this like fairy core moss hanging thing in front of my window. And that leads me into tip 5, which is to take advantage of your windows and doorways. So obviously the first thing you can do is curtains. So I know a lot of people hate this, but I really like sheer curtains that let the light in. I think those look the best. I also really like having light shine in my room in the morning, and I don't wake up that easily at night either, so it doesn't really bother me. These specific ones I think are from World Market, but I am sure you can make them for cheaper. Just go to your local fabric store and get like a sheer white and fashion it into some sort of curtain. I'm sure you can find a DIY, and I'm sure it'll be like $50 cheaper than what these curtains cost. Also, hang things in front of your window. So like I mentioned before, I made a paper chain that kind of drapes in front of my window really cute. And I did make that moss fairy core thing in front of my window. There's beads on that really catch the light. And also use your windowsill. I have a cup of water on mine, not really for aesthetic purposes, just because that's how I remember to water my plant. But in my other window, I have a cute little soda bottle with a fake flower in it. So for your windows, you can also try hanging disco balls to reflect the light and making beaded curtains. So if you happen to have an extra doorway, you could hang a macrame in the doorway. That's what I did, and I also made these really cute beaded tie backs for it. So if you don't have a closet, take advantage of that by displaying your stuff. So definitely get a clothing rack. I have 2 of these and I love them. Look into getting some shelves. I use floating shelves and also plant stands. Take advantage of any flat surface, so any tables, dressers. I have a little AC unit I use in the summer, but right now I have a blanket over it and I'm using that for storage. Hang up anything you can with wall hooks. Also, displaying your makeup is very cute. Any sort of makeup, skincare, it's cute, it's colorful, it doesn't take up much space. But with that being said, I know it's really hard to try to not have your space space look too cluttered when you don't have a closet. So definitely invest in some under the bed storage. It can just be tubs. My bed is packed full of tubs and like clothing storage. Anything I don't use goes under my bed, or it goes behind furniture or like between furniture and a wall. Use clothes and accessories as decor. So one way to display your clothes on a clothing rack really nice is to organize them by color. Then also displaying accessories around your room always looks really cute. I do this with my bags and necklaces. Now this one's a little extra if you're keeping snacks and drinks in your room. So I have this plant stand that I use, and it holds mostly drinks. I know it's really popular for people to go into some sort of Asian grocery store and buy all the really fun drinks and snacks there to stock up their shelves. I do that with teas and sometimes candy, but I tend to gear more towards normal teas like Arizona teas and alcoholic beverages. But also go ahead and collect any sort of cute dishes or mugs. And if you need a really cheap but cute way to organize utensils, straws, chopsticks, anything like that, just get a really cheap vase from the thrift store. I got this purple one for $1 and I love it. Don't forget smells. I love candles and incense, and I have a lot of candles. But if you're not a big fan of strong smells, you can always get some sort of room or bed mist. I have one, I think I got it from TJ Maxx like 7 years ago, and it really doesn't have a strong scent. It just smells really fresh. Use plants. These can be real living plants. These can be real dried flowers. These can be fake plants. You can have pictures of plants. It doesn't really matter. Just any sort of plant really helps a space feel more alive. Also, don't be afraid to paint. So all of my walls are white, and I really like it that way because I display so much on my walls. But I do have a space where I made a little shape out of paint. It kind of looks like a doorway. It was just some leftover paint we had. It also matches my bed, which is great. It took me less than an hour to do. It was super easy, super simple. So don't be afraid to paint things on your walls. Also, painting furniture. This table was black and I painted it green. I just used spray paint. It was so easy. The process of me actually painting it probably took maybe an hour. So don't be afraid to paint. It really can make the biggest difference. I probably don't need to tell you this, but thrift little trinkets and things for your room. You can thrift mugs, you can thrift cute things to hang in front of your windows, little trinkets. I have this little compass that I thrifted that I absolutely love. But if you want really cheap things to thrift that will make your room look a lot nicer, books. If you really like the look of books, thrift books. If you don't care if you haven't read them before or don't know what they are, you can thrift really cheap old aesthetic books and display them around your room. Also, records are usually pretty inexpensive. You can display them as is, you can add them to your record collection, or you can paint on them and display them. You can also use them for crafts. I saw someone make a whole table out of records. It was crazy. There's a lot of stuff you can do with records, and they're usually less than $1 a piece. Don't forget about lighting. Try to add lighting to your bedroom so you don't have to use your big main light. So the most obvious ones are to try to incorporate lamps into your bedroom, ideally something with a really soft light. But you can also do string lights. They can be a neutral colored light, or they can be bright and colorful. Try sunset lamps for accent lights, or you could actually do a hanging pendant light with a really nice soft lighting, but something that's not directly in the middle of your room. I have one, but it's pushed all the way to that side of my bedroom, and have seating for you and at least one other person. So what I did first is I had an office chair, and I also got this inflatable cushion that I'm sitting on right now. And this worked for me and one other person. And I also had this table right here. So, people can also sit on the floor and eat here. But later I got 2 chairs, and I have loved them so much. It's so nice when people come over. So there's multiple places to sit. And also sitting on the floor is absolutely fine. If you want a cheap way to get seating, you can always look for pillows at the thrift store. If they're big enough, you could see if they would work for floor pillows, or if you could somehow DIY a floor pillow with them. Okay, so this last section is going to be all about where to shop and where I shop for room decor. First, Walmart is amazing for really basic essentials. I have the clothing rack that bends in 2 directions. That's from Walmart. My bulletin board is from Walmart. And also my plates and 2 lamps. IKEA is great for basics again, but they tend to have cuter things. So I have my white table is from IKEA. I love this because it turns into a tray for your bed. This green table is from IKEA, but it was originally black. I did have to spray paint it. My plant posters are from IKEA. My little containers for holding food and miscellaneous items. My trash can, laundry hamper, plant, mug, and rug, all from IKEA. You can get literally anything on Amazon. I got my vines, my bedding, the small rug, my office chair, desk, plant stand for my drinks, the second clothing rack, all from Amazon. I think I also got these string lights from Amazon too. Garage sales are great. This is where I got most of my fake plants from, and I also got my picture frame shelf thing from a garage sale too. Obviously, thrifting. Sometimes thrifting can be expensive, especially right now for some reason. So if you want to thrift cheaper, either go to a Goodwill bin or try to find a hole-in-the-wall thrift store. Usually their prices will be cheaper. So just some other places to check out: Etsy, Target, Earthbound, World Market, flea markets, church rummage sales, estate sales. These are all great places to find aesthetic, cute room decor. If you want to see my huge bedroom makeover and the process and how I made things for my bedroom, definitely go check out my bedroom makeover video. I hope this gave you some ideas for your bedroom. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!